Thank you and good morning. There we go, there are people in the house. My name is Bob Glenn, and it is my great honor to be the president of the University of Houston, Victoria, and welcome you to this commencement ceremony for the School of Education, Health Professions, and Human Development. I know that you had to wait a long time to get here today, and I know that this is an exciting day, and we're going to get to that in just a minute. But first, I would like to ask you, did anyone bring a cell phone today? Turn it off, or at least turn it on silent. And if it goes off during the ceremony, unless it's Jesus calling, don't answer. Now then, if you would, I would ask you to please stand and join Provost Dr. Chance Glenn in the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
He does pretty good for an academic, doesn't he? Please be seated. Joining us today, we have some distinguished guests that I want to very briefly recognize. First, representing our President's Regional Advisory Board, we have Dr. Tina Harrington, who's on the stage here, if she would stand. Dr. Harrington is an alumnus of this institution, of your school, and a former school superintendent, so it's very apropos that she would be here today. I would also ask the members of the President's Cabinet who are seated on the podium to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And most importantly, if students are the lifeblood of an institution, and they are, the heart that pumps that blood is the faculty. So I'd like to give the students, the lifeblood of this institution, a chance to recognize and thank the members of our faculty if they would stand to be recognized. And I'd also like to recognize the person who's most responsible for making sure that I was here on time and that my socks matched my pants, and that's the First Lady of the University, my wife, Laurie Glenn. And finally, I'd like to recognize Dr. Ricardo Teixeira, who is the current President of the Faculty Senate and today's Grand Marshal. And now I would like to ask you to please stand again as Tiara Figueroa comes to the podium to lead you for a moment of silence.
I'm short. Okay. My understanding that the purpose of taking a moment to reflect is to help each of us focus on this moment in time and to be appreciative of our past, present, and future. It is essential to be present, and the word present is interesting since it has several meanings, each of which we can apply to today. A present is a gift. To be present is to give something. To be present is to be here in this moment in time. And to be present is to be fully focused on what you are doing. How many times have you heard the word present during the last 4 years to say, "Here I am," when your name was called on the roll? This portion of the ceremony is meant to give you an opportunity to be present now, to be here in this moment and to consider the great accomplishments that you have achieved, to realize who you are, where you are, and to consider all of those who are with you today, who come to hear your name called and for you to say, "I'm here." All the great philosophers and thinkers teach us that enlightenment begins with understanding the significance of purpose and meaning. Plato, Rousseau, Frankl, Kant, and others thought about the importance of being present in some shape, way, and form. So, the challenge is to be present in this moment with eyes and heart wide open. It is to see this moment for what it is, a goal realized and a gift received. We offer this moment for each of you to reflect on why you are here, how you come to be here, and where you may go from here. Please join me as we take a few seconds to reflect upon our journey up to this point. Thank you. Please be seated.
Well, today is a great day for this institution, and I'd like to think it's a great day for you. And I know that you're all exceptionally glad to be here, and probably some of you wondered if you'd ever get this opportunity. A pandemic, who could have seen that coming? And yet that didn't set you aside, that didn't turn you away. You persisted, you kept going, you did what you needed to do. You persevered. So now is the time for you to celebrate. And this service is going to be focused on you. We're here today to participate in the celebration of commencement, which is a tradition that goes back over 1,000 years. It goes back to the Dark Ages, when there were no universities. They were just beginning. They were forming in monasteries all around Europe. If you were born in a particular station at that time, that was your lot in life. If you were born on a farm or in a hovel or in a baker or at a grocery store, whatever it was, wherever you were born, that's where you were going to stay your whole life. There was no path forward for you except that which had already been ordained by your birth. There was a rigid caste society that kept you in place. And really, one of the only ways to move up, to move forward, to have someplace else to go, was to obtain knowledge. And the only place where knowledge was available were in two places where there were books: private libraries and monasteries. Private libraries were available only to those of noble birth, the people who were born into the opportunity. But the monasteries were open to people who wanted to come in, but they had to be willing to make a bargain. They had to be willing to assume the responsibilities of the order of the monastery that they went into. And this included the wearing of a robe that designated the individual as a member of that order, as someone who was a seeker of knowledge, a seeker of truth. For a cleric, for a young person who became a cleric, it was a life-changing event. Not only because it gave them an opportunity to gain knowledge, but also because by putting on the robe and identifying as a member of the order, they were also identifying themselves as being obligated to other people. If a person saw someone in cleric robes, they knew that that person had certain obligations to them, like confession, absolution, serving the poor. Over the years, the robes became increasingly symbolic as monasteries and universities went in separate directions. And the robes you see us wearing today became largely associated with education. But even then, they said very much the same thing, that the person wearing the robe was a seeker of knowledge, someone who was a part of a different community, a community of scholars. When we wear the regalia today, we are still saying that we are seekers of knowledge, that we are here to serve others as well as ourselves, and that we recognize our obligations to you and all those who are present today. 1,000 years ago, when a cleric put on a robe, he was saying that he was a new person, a member of a new community, that he had a path forward that was laid for him and clear to him. When a cleric put on the robe, it was a life-changing event. I suspect if you talk to the faculty, they would tell you that when they made the decision to don these robes, to take this path, that it was in fact a life-changing event for them as well. And we'd like to think that your coming here today and putting on these robes is life-changing for each of you in its own way. My hope for each of you is that the education you received here helps you achieve the future that you see for yourself, and that there will come a time, perhaps today, when you agree that we help change your life. I would also remind you that today's ceremony is called commencement, not conclusion. You're not through, you are starting. From this day forward, you are a clear example of what this institution can do for a person and what a degree from this institution can achieve. You are now and forever will be the sons and daughters of UHB, a member of the Jaguar family, an alumnus. Wherever you go, whatever classroom you stand up in, people will look at you and judge us. When you come up here to get your degree, the last thing that I will tell you is now go and do good work. Go out and show the world how a UHB degree can help you open any door you want to pass through. I want you to know that as you go out today to engage in your future and change your world, that UHB is proud of you. But we expect to be prouder yet. We are looking forward to watching what you can accomplish in your life, the lives of your family, and the lives of your community. Do good work, make us prouder. And while we're talking about your community, I want to remind you of something that I believe every educated person understands. You will rarely accomplish anything of great value alone. Our greatest accomplishments are those we achieve with others, not in spite of others. Olympic sprinter and three-time gold medalist Wilma Rudolph once noted, no matter what accomplishments you have in life, somebody helps you. You are here today surrounded by the people who literally or figuratively helped you achieve this distinction. Just a few minutes ago, in the moment of silence, we asked you to be present. We asked you to be here and be fully aware of what is happening today. I want to ask you to do that again right now, to be present, to be fully aware of the people who are here today to be with you. These are your people. They helped you get here today. Think about that, and before you leave this place today, thank them. An educated person knows the importance of being thankful, of gratitude. Be thankful to your people. Life is waiting for you to experience. It is indeed a summation of the experiences that we have had from the moment we take our first breath until the time we take our last. During the past year or so, we've had some experiences together that will remain with us for a lifetime. In many ways, they have shaped us, and they have forced us to make decisions about how we choose to live among each other going forward. Therefore, being thankful, grateful, gracious, compassionate, and understanding are all signs that the knowledge we have obtained is worthy of the responsibility we have to this planet that we share together. So my message to you today is both short and simple. Celebrate and be joyous. Be proud of what you have accomplished, and be hopeful about the path you have chosen. Let the robe you are wearing today be your declaration to the world of who you are and where you are going. Embrace and thank your people. Let this commencement exercise be the start of the next stage of your life. Stand proud that you are a part of UHV's Jack's Nation, and show the world what you and UHV can accomplish together. Congratulations and Godspeed.
Thank you, President Glenn. And now I would like to recognize some of the special faculty and students at the university. I would first direct your attention to page 6 in your program to view the list of faculty emeriti and those faculty recognized in the spring 2020 and 2021 academic years by their students and peers for excellence in teaching, research, and in service. These faculty should be commended for their work and the difference that they make at the university and in the lives of their students. UHV definitely has outstanding students, as you can clearly see. But those graduating with honors have shown special dedication to their students. These undergraduate candidates are wearing gold braids over their robes, and their names are listed in your program. I'm pleased to recognize them today. Candidates graduating cum laude with honor have grade point averages of 3.5 to 3.67 on a 4-point scale. Would those graduating cum laude please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, you may be seated. Those undergraduates graduating magna cum laude with high honor have GPAs of 3.68 to 3.84 on a 4-point scale. Please stand so we may recognize you. Congratulations, you may be seated. Finally, those graduating summa cum laude with highest honors have a 3.85 GPA or higher. Congratulations on this outstanding achievement. Please stand so that we may honor you. Congratulations. Next, I call your attention to student members of academic honor societies and the UHV Honors Program. These students are wearing cords or stoles to indicate membership in these societies, which are listed in your program. Graduates of the Honors Program completed an extensive curriculum supplementing their normal academic work while maintaining a high GPA. They are wearing gold medallions designating their achievement. Would all of the student members of these honor societies and honors program please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, congratulations. Please be seated. You may also have noticed graduates wearing red, white, and blue intertwined graduation cords. We call these our Patriot cords. These individuals are wearing the Patriot cord because they are veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces. At this time, we ask that all graduating veterans, as well as any other veterans in the building, please stand and be recognized. UHV thanks and salutes you for your service to our country. Please stand. We also have with us graduating international students who are proudly wearing a sash representing their country of citizenship. International students are those enrolled at UHV on an F and J student visa status, and we are honored to have them with us as graduates. Please stand and be recognized. Any international students? In addition, we have some graduates who are wearing Jaguar Spirit cords. These generous students are giving back, are participating in our JAGS Give Back program, and we appreciate the support they give to UHV. Please stand and be recognized, any of those. Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. Finally, I would like to recognize the outstanding students for Spring 2020, Fall 2020, and Spring 2021, selected by the School of Education, Health Professions, and Human Development. These students were chosen based on their academic records and related achievements. Please hold your applause until all of the students are recognized. If the following students are here, please stand when your name is called. For Spring 2020, Jennifer Southern and Alyssa Renee Cano, outstanding graduate students, and Riley K. Morrow, outstanding undergraduate student. For Fall 2020, Ana Laura Pineda, outstanding graduate student, and Quan Tren, outstanding undergraduate student. And for Spring 2021, Kemi Ruth Sawunmi, outstanding graduate student, and Anissa Anna Kano, outstanding undergraduate student. And now, candidates for the degrees in the School of Education, Health Professions, and Human Development will be presented by Interim Dean Dr. Rachel Martinez.
All right. Will the candidates for Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Master of Education, Master of Science. Please rise. On behalf of the faculty, I present these candidates as having fulfilled the requirements for the designated degrees and recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. Please remain standing.
Now, will all candidates for all degrees please rise? Will the faculty and platform party please rise? President Glenn, it is my distinct honor to present to you these degree candidates who are students in good standing with the University of Houston, Victoria, and have completed all the requirements for their respective degrees as set forth by the faculty of the university. I recommend that those degrees be conferred.
Students, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Captured in this moment are hours, weeks, months, and years of preparation and dedicated work. So take just one more moment to be present, to be focused in on where you are right now. By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas, and on behalf of the faculty of the School of Education, Health Professions, and Human Development, I now confer upon each of you and upon those graduating in absentia your respective degrees with all rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of the School of Education. Please be seated. Now, in just a moment, you'll be called forward by the marshals who will lead you over here where you'll pick up a degree and come across. We'll take our pictures together. Now, family members, when you hear your student's name called, you're going to be tempted to hoop and holler and yell and make a lot of noise. Go right ahead. Make all the noise you want, because this is a special day. This is a joyous day. This is their time to stand in front of you and say, "Here I am, see what I've done." So you go ahead and take advantage of that. And then as they walk off, hush up. Because there's going to be somebody else coming right along behind them, and it's their time to stand in the circle. We would encourage you to take pictures from where you are. I would remind you that following the ceremony, there would be time for you to come back up and take additional pictures as much as you would like. But for the flow of the ceremony, we'd ask you not to come up to the front to take those pictures. Dr. Joanne Olson will announce degrees for the School of Education, Health Professions, and Human Development. We will now have the presentation of the 2020 and spring and summer 2021 graduating classes. Will the faculty marshals please assist the graduates to come forward?
It is my pleasure to announce the names of those receiving bachelor's degrees from the School of Education, Health Professions, and Human Development. Tony Margaret Oros. Courtney Duke. Reagan Friedel. Amy Suzanne Whaley. Allison Michelle Edge Adams, cum laude. Jennifer Stevens, summa cum laude. Angela Ninist, summa cum laude. Chloe Cavazos, summa cum laude. Amy Ivanitsky. Dwayne Hudlin. Christy Jonay Cook, cum laude. Anissa Cano, cum laude. Nitzia Maneth Martinez, magna cum laude. Erin Nicole Goranson, magna cum laude. Gail Wright. Sochi Van Sluten. Bridget Thompson. Ruben Alonso Nunez. Erica Renee Tovar. Michelle Villarreal. Amanda Elizabeth Bautista. Next, I'll be reading names of those receiving master's degrees from the School of Education, Health Professions, and Human Development. They just wanted everyone to watch them walk. Ana Laura Pineda, Outstanding Student, UHV Employee. Robert Sanchez. Bonnie Marie Sharp. Catherine Renee Harrell. Elizabeth Mikesh. Cassidy Mariak Halbert. Catherine C. Peternella. Terry Rodriguez. Katie Yadius. Laura I. Casso. Cassandra Lynn Tovar. LaRonda Boyd. April Chakowski Nunley. Sandra Lynn Pruitt. Jennifer Garnett. Siobhan T. Sanders McNary. Catherine Contreras. Christopher McDonald. Tracy Diaz de Leon. Elisa Cano. Monica Ann Mills. Elizabeth Michelle Martinez.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2020 and 2021. At this point in our ceremony, it is customary and appropriate for bachelor's recipients to move the tassel on their mortarboard from the right to the left to signify that they are now the recipients of a degree of higher learning. If you are wearing a UHV class ring, you also may turn your ring so that the seal faces away from you. Congratulations again to all of our degree recipients, and welcome to the company of an educated community. Finally, I want to leave you with a simple benediction, a Franciscan benediction. May God bless you with discomfort at easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships, so that you may live deep within your heart. May God bless you with anger at injustice, oppression, and exploitation of people, so that you may work for justice, freedom, and peace. May God bless you with tears to shed for those who suffer pain, rejection, hunger, and war, so that you may reach out your hand to comfort them and turn their pain into joy. And may God bless you with enough foolishness to believe that you can make a difference in the world, so that you can do what others claim cannot be done, to bring justice and kindness to all of our children and the poor. Amen. It takes many people to plan and organize a commencement ceremony, and I'd like to thank the staff who made this ceremony possible. We have several folks back here at the back who've done a great deal of work this morning to make this possible for you. Let's recognize them with a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us at the commencement ceremony of the University of Houston Victoria School of Education, Health Professions, and Human Development. We would ask that you remain seated during the recessional of the President's Party and graduates, after which you will be dismissed. Thank you, graduates. You did it. Good job.